The one guy's like kind of straining, holding it in place. He's like, what's taking you so long? He's like, the rope. It got cut or something. Well, that's weird. I didn't know rabbits had knives. After that, they kind of look at each other and they're like, well, maybe someone's around here. And they quickly he ties it off around the tree and they pull out swords and they start to just fan out, seeking out any intruders who might be nearby. For the sake of doing this, I'm going to draw some trees and then we're going to actually have you try and hide from them because otherwise it might get complicated.
Okay.
So,
be told I don't roll that
guys,
well
what's your
usually,
plan?
so.
You gotta decide on something.
Should we try and
I jump down and run towards the clearing.
Oh no, oh no.
I want you to roll initiative real quick.
Initiative, okay. that tracks.
Yeah, all three of you roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Double checking.
Yeah.
You watch as you shoot it out, the arrow catches flame and then arcs through the air, just it slams right into the back of the one that's been like sort of just sitting at the table. At this point, I'm going to draw it out because we're close enough together where it can actually benefit from that.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to draw this encounter now using the dry erase markers. So I have this outside perimeter here, and you guys are charging in through the tree line. Basically, everything here is trees, and there's actually a couple trees in this space that are sort of in the way, but not really. Just kind of between you and them. Out in the open.
And then where's the cart?
The cart is off the map, like off over there. It would take him a round or two to get out and get over to you.
All right.
But he's beyond your vision. And then here they are at the table and the junk pile.
And then one was sniped down,
yes,
right?
this one has already been fully taken out by the arrow.
And then I had spent 80 feet moving, 60 feet moving in. So
yes.
I should be the most forward.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh gosh.
That's 40 feet. So yeah, that's about right. This is about the distance that you would have gotten. Now you've been charging. You're not on the map yet.
Okay.
You're going to be right here in this far corner.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So that was all the things that had happened up to that point. Kel, you were up. You're still 20 feet back in the woods.
Yeah, I'm going to use my action to dash, use all my movement to dash, and spend a key point to bonus action dash to go 135 feet, however far that takes me.
Right. That'll take you right up next to them because it's 120 feet from the edge and 20. So 140 feet is how far you would have to go to get up to the closest one, which is that guy. So you can get all the way up to right here if you really want to.
Sounds good. And I will be right there so I can attack them next round.
Okay.
All right.
So you just see this blur as Kel comes flying past all the rest of you, sprinting across the open field and popping right in the face of the random guy right there.
Oh, wow.
As you get right up in front of him, he's just sort of astounded for a second, and then he'll turn and begin to attack you.
Okay.
Actually, he doesn't actually do that. He, as you're looking right into his face, he just gets a moment of surprise, and then he also begins to sprout reddish fur as he morphs into a were-squirrel right in front of you.
That's fun.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them.
We should just
Oh my God, that's adorable.
Shout out to r/prequel memes.
That is adorable.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Little
We
Red
really
Riding
need to
Squirrel.
just find a bunch of acorns for them.
It just
Or
sort
kill
of
them.
Chestnuts.
no. It just kind of like hisses at you, and that's its turn to convert. Then
Flip it off.
Then we have, he already went. The other one over here, this individual, charges forward around towards you, and then will
Around
take
the
its
corpse of his fallen comrade.
right, stepping over the burning dude on the ground, pulls out a sword, a scimitar actually, and will take an attack at you.
You can try.
That is a 18.
Just hits.
Okay, you take
Right, I forgot.
2 damage.
I forgot you're like
2 damage?
2.
2? Okay.
I forgot you're like you have like an armor class of 17 or something.
I have an armor class of
absurd.
18,
That's
so
it, yeah.
matched.
So that was his turn. Then the other one will also charge forward, kind of swinging his sword in camaraderie, trying to take out that person who just came flying out up in their faces. He will also do the exact same thing. which is, that's a 10. So he just swings the scimitar. This time you see it and dodge out of the way. You see the guy on the ground like twitch a bit, and that's his turn. He's dead. Then there is another moment's pause, and then there's another bolt of something flying through the air unexpectedly. Clint, you see a wooden quarrel land in the dirt right next to your feet, as well as another crossbow bolt comes flying out, this time from the far end of the forest, like over this way. Just comes flying out and misses you, landing right at your feet.
All right.
What's your armor class?
15.
Yeah, no. Doesn't hit. Okay.
Worth a shot.
I mean,
Might have hit Solaris.
There's a moment's pause, and then in the distance, over all of this kerfuffle, you see this head, this huge hand, just kind of grab the edge of the cart, and this head pops up and looks over, bleary-eyed, kind of squinting in this direction, and you hear this deep, gravelly voice kind of just say, "What's going on?" And it tumbles, it just turns. You see this thing like rotating as this giant, like cart-like hammock just rotates, and it just crashes down on the ground. This huge bulk of large humanoid figure. It slowly gets up and just kind of goes like, bellows loudly and starts charging in this direction, pounding its way across the dirt. It's coming, but it's still beyond this. It's another full round of movement before we can get into the map.
all right.
Uranus, we're back up to the top.
All right, so I'm gonna run as far forward as I can. Indicate a guesstimation.
So what, 30, you got 35?
I've got
movement?
35. Yeah.
So that's seven steps, so this is a square.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. 3 more.
5, and 6, 7. We'll call it there.
Okay, so you get that far?
I aim at, let's go with the large squirrel man,
Okay,
and I shoot an arrow at him.
go for it.
I dodge out of the way.
I'm a good shot. I'm a good shot, and you're short, so we're kind of William telling this.
Yeah.
17 plus 8, so 25.
Wow.
To hit?
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I was about to say, best guess says. All right.
Are these flaming arrows still?
Oh, yeah.
These are still flaming arrows, yes.
He has 11 of them left.
No, at this point he'll have 10. Or like after
He's
this
taking
shot.
2 shots? Oh, after
This is the second
yeah.
The
shot.
11th, yeah.
That's right. I have Horde Breaker. I'm glad you reminded me of this. That's a 1.
Plus a d6.
Well, plus 3, so 4 right now. And 3, so 9.
Okay.
No, 7. Sorry, my math is bad.
7
okay.
total.
Yes.
So this flaming arrow goes past, grazing the face of the were-squirrel and like leaving a singe mark on the fur, kind of like screeches a bit and waves its claws in the air. Is that your turn?
No, because I have Horde Breaker, which means I get to aim at another
Yes.
one that's like, I think the range is like 5 feet, if I remember right.
There should be
Within 5 feet, yes.
Yeah. So just that other one.
Yes, so
Got it.
same dealio, that guy there.
Yeah.
I rolled a 12, plus 8 is 20 to hit.
Yep.
Yep. And so another D8 is 5, plus 3 is 8, and 5, so 13.
Damage total?
Yeah.
13, yeah.
Yep. You watch as you shoot that another flaming arrow, knocking that one right in the chest. He falls over backwards, also seemingly taken out of action as the fire spreads across his chest and he kind of collapses on the ground, gasping. Okay, Clint.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to transform into a black bear and use that extra 10 feet to get closer and if need be, dash to
Okay.
go all the way. So that's going to be 80 feet of movement. Do you mind?
Well, can you dash if you use your action to transform into a
Because it's a bonus
Bonus
action.
action, got it.
Yes.
Cool.
Bonus action?
Uh,
It's not a bonus action if you're a land druid.
Whoops.
If you're a moon druid, it is, but if you're a land druid, it's an action.
it is. So I can only move 40.
Okay, which is still 8, so you can get up really close.
Still puts him
Yeah,
like
let's,
a few squares
So
ahead
where are
of
you
me.
going?
Let's put myself right in front of Aaron. Or
The
can I
space
get that
in front
close?
of him? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's 1, 2,
I started
3,
behind you and I can only
4,
move 35.
5, 6, 7. You have 1 more if you want to do anything.
Please get out of my way, large bear.
Yeah, we'll scoot over We'll scoot over one more, yeah.
Okay. So that's where you are.
And that's my action and that's just my
That's your
action
turn.
and my movement. So
Okay.
yeah.
Great. You're there. You're a black bear. And give me a second. I need to check something that I may have left over here. But after that, there's another moment's pause. You all, if you're looking over in this direction, if you're paying attention, you see what looks to be another one of these tree rats, were squirrels, come out of the tree, running. You see it actually leap out of this tree line through the air, and it kind of flies through the air and crashes into this tree. And there's a moment like of flurry, moment of movement, and then
Tempting to be.
now you see it peeking its head out of the top of the tree about 15 feet up, and it will take a shot with a crossbow down at you, Clint.
Oh no.
Well, it's a 14 and a 4 on the middle. 14 plus stuff.
Oh no.
A lot.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay, 18 to hit.
My AC is 15, so no.
Yep, so then you take 5 piercing damage as the crossbow bolt comes shooting down and lands in your shoulder.
Okay.
Is this
and
certainly
then
a reversal?
I need to roll concentration.
On what? Oh, flaming
Yeah.
orbs.
And that is 12. So yeah, I still have it. So you're still.
I still have it.
Yep.
Yep, you got the fire.
Okay.
All right.
The fire and the flames. We will carry on.
All right.
Every time.
All right. So that was my turn and Squirrel's turn.
Yep.
So who's up now?
Okay, and then after that, the bandit that's standing.
Wait, actually,
Oh, wait, that's not. That's
I just realized that
right.
that's not my hit points. That's bear form hit points.
Yes.
So it's actually not hit there.
Okay.
So that's minus, and that was 5 points of damage to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this one, this guy, I'm doing things. They're all getting one turn, but I'm moving things around a little bit.
Okay.
This one, it's gonna come over and swing at you with his scimitar as
I'm a
well.
bear.
Do I get a attack opportunity?
Yes,
Because he's right
he'd be
next to me?
moving away from you.
Sweet.
Nice.
I don't think an 11 hits.
No. Wait, this is a very weak enemy, and it might actually hit.
It's not a were squirrel.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
No, it doesn't. 12.
Aw.
12 is the AC.
So close.
Okay, so he's swinging at you, which is a 9 to hit. So swings the scimitar over your head and totally misses.
Oh, and yeah, bear AC is 11. So
Okay.
forgot about that.
Right.
Jumps to hit you because he thinks you're too taller, but jumps too high.
Kel, you're up.
Okay.
Punch him in the face. Punch him in the face.
Yes.
Just imagine Fist of the North Star.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to 2 attacks. So I'm just going to roll those simultaneously.
Of course.
So, nat 20.
Great.
Nat 20 and
Love
14.
to hear that.
Gonna peer behind
Okay,
the
so
curtain real
towards
quick.
which one?
I'm sitting
Squirrel.
next to Nick,
Both of them?
so
Okay, yeah, they both would hit
I,
him, yeah.
I happen to see the cutout for the ogre. Ooh boy,
It's big.
it's a big boy.
Okay, that's a lot of ones.
Excellent. How many ones?
That's a 2 1, so that's 4 plus 8. 12 damage.
Okay. So
And then I'm going
12.
to use my bonus action to do an offhand punch
Okay.
because I'm a punchy girl. And a 19, I think, hits.
Yep.
And that's, 9 more damage.
Okay, so a total of 21.
Yes.
Okay. So that would do, yes. Okay. That's your turn.
That is my turn.
And then which one? Yes.
Which squirrel is which?
Those two are down. Oh, right. I forgot. As you all are doing this, there's a moment's like scuffle, and over behind where all that piled up stuff is, you see another humanoid figure come clambering up. It seems like they were sleeping inside of it, sort of like right on top of it.
Okay.
And it just climbs up to the top and looks around really quickly, pulls out a longbow and pulls back a shot. Takes one at you, Kel, seeing the...
I can use my deflect
You
missiles.
can, yes, potentially. That is a 7 plus 11.
Unless it's 11.
It's 11 to hit.
11. Oh, that misses.
Yeah.
I don't even have to do my deflect missiles.
Yep. So you watch as the arrow goes flying over your head. They're not doing too great on rolls here.
Nice.
So after that happens, then
In comes Ogre Boy.
the one that
Possibly.
was damaged earlier. This one.
He
This
might
one.
forget about it. He might forget about it.
Which were-rat took damage?
This one.
The flaming.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one hasn't been hit yet.
Yes.
So I think that one has taken a total of 30.
20.
21 from me, whatever you did
Oh right.
too.
I'm confusing because I have this written down wrong. Don't worry about it. I got this. I got it. Okay.
Yes.
So these two are currently out in your sight. There's these two up there. 1, 2. Yes. So as you all are doing this, there is. Yeah. You see another from this tree. Another were squirrel appears and comes climbing down out of the tree, shooting off a
They're in the trees. They're in the trees.
shooting off a quarrel at Uranus in the back.
Oh no.
So many little statues.
It dies instantly.
Falls down the tree, breaks its neck.
So it climbs down. It's just at the base of the tree right there, and it's going to shoot at you once more. That is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, and then that will do. 8 piercing damage to you.
So that puts me at 36.
Okay, those 2 bandits are out of action. Then there's another. Another distant chattering noise in the trees, and you watch as a 4th were-squirrel comes climbing out
gosh.
from the distant perimeter where previously that one bolt had come from, all the way over here. You see him way over there, comes bounding across the
many
open land,
were-squirrels.
out into the open.
You think they're rabbits with how fast they're multiplying?
We're rabbits, oh boy. And takes off a shot at you again, Uranus, being most open. I should really roll on the surface. 12.
Nope.
Okay, so that one goes
You can
flying over your
definitely
head.
Scoot forward if you want.
We're good. Okay, then the ogre at the far end of the road begins pounding forward.
My.
It comes
Big boy.
running through. Let's get it like this angle. So he's going to go his full movement, and that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's right here. He's basically just about to come pounding over the corpses of his friends towards you all, crashing through.
It looked so peaceful when it was sleeping.
I really hope it gets a splinter when it steps on the table.
It reaches down behind its back and pulls out a stick. It's like this large, heavy wooden stick, and just hurls it at you, Clint.
No.
That is a 11.
That's my AC.
That hits.
Yes. So this large, heavy, almost like a tree branch with sharpened end comes flying down in your direction. That is.
Is it a magical stick? Does it come back to him? Is it a boomerang?
13 piercing damage as it gets right past your shoulder and gouges out part of your the edge.
Okay, and concentration check on
Yes,
those
please.
flaming arrows. 8, and that's plus Constitution,
Yes.
right? So that's plus 2, so that's still 10. So I'm still concentrated.
Wasn't it 10 or the damage?
It's either 10 or half the
Half the
damage.
damage. Got it.
So
Okay.
whichever's
cool.
higher. So yeah. So I'm
Sounds
good.
good.
And that was 13 damage.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes. A little bumpy.
You may want to unbear yourself.
He's going to unbear himself in a moment if he gets hit again.
Yeah. And it kind of serves as temporary hit points, which is why I'm actually really glad about that.
Yeah. Just got 1 extra.
Uranus.
Uranus.
Technically, I had 19 earlier. They're
Who
gone
do I
now.
want to shoot more? I'm going to go with the bad boy on all of the junk. Is
Okay.
who I'm going to take aim and shoot at.
Focus fire.
We didn't start the fire.
The flower is burning. The world's been turning.
Later. That is a 4 plus 8 is 12.
To hit the
Yes.
guy up there, yes, that will hit him.
Fantastic. These
where's
guys
Squirrel?
have garbage ACs.
Correct.
Because they're garbage in humanoid form.
All right, and 1d8, that is an 8, so 11, plus 1d6, which is a 5, so 16. I'm guessing he's very dead.
Yes, you pull it back nice and strong, and the fire arrow just catches him again right in the chest. It actually knocks him off back into the pile of stuff, and he lands like square in it. As you watch, the fire begins to spread a bit, and the pile of junk is beginning to like smoke as bits of the fire seem to be spreading.
Damn urn that belonged to somebody.
You watch as this guy right here, he just sees this, like the air goes right past him and hits the guy over there. He turns around, he just yells out like, "Oh, not again!" and starts attacking at you.
Oh wait, you have your other shot, right? Or
No,
within 5
because he
feet
wasn't
now?
close enough to anyone.
Darn it.
Clint,
I'm
you're up.
gonna,
Alright.
I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a hair.
I am going
Put some
to
distance between me and that ogre.
start mauling the person who's right next to me. And by mauling, I mean I'm going to bite at it. So that's 12 with plus 3, so that's 15.
Is that the dude who's standing next to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So 12 plus 3, 15.
That'll hit.
And okay, 1d6 plus 2. So that's going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay. You reach out and bite into the guy's arm, but he's being thrashed around, but he's just kind of like smacking you in the head. He's still alive.
All right, and I'm going to use my multi-attack. So I get to attack with my claws. That's 14 plus 3 again. So
Yep, that's-
and that's going to be 2d4. That is 7, and then plus 2, so that's 9 points of damage.
Okay. As you're biting down, you swipe with your claws and manage to like cleave into the side of him. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's very
Ooh,
gone.
nice.
You got to
He's like,
thrash him around a bit.
I'll take care of this for you,
Yeah.
Nick.
Thank you.
And then, so with the remainder of, I'm very tempted to start like
Climbing
growling
through
towards
trees.
me. Oh, yes, I actually do have a climb speed of 30 feet, so I could just run over, and why don't we climb up the tree and just start growling in the face of this were-squirrel?
Okay, so you
This
use
is
10
more
feet.
appropriate.
Are you trying to go for intimidation?
Can I?
Well, you'd have to do that as an action if you want
Yeah,
to intimidate
so
him.
I have to wait.
Yeah. Okay, so you finish that guy off and you run up, immediately clambering up the tree up to the height of the were-squirrel. It's about 15 feet up, and you're both now even in the tree.
Okay.
Okay. Then the guy
tides have
in
turned.
front of, let's see,
I have the high
was-
ground now.
the one right in front of you, Cal, is going to attack you. It's going to pull out its hands and start slashing at you. Let's see.
You can do it. I mean, roar.
Okay.
Oh,
that's right.
trying to talk while
So,
shape
first
form and
off-
realizing it does not work.
First off, it pulls up its crossbow and attempts to like shoot you from really close, which it has disadvantage on. That's 2 and a 1. So
Misfire.
it shoots the crossbow bolt right over your head, and it kind of leers at you and leans forward and bites with its sharp, large front incisors. That's a 1. So it
Bites
just
itself.
bites right over your head, and you dodge out of the way.
I still got my tongue at it.
Where squirrel is confused. It hurts itself in its confusion.
Okay, Cal, you're up.
I'm going to retaliate, and I'm going to use, I'm going to do my multi-attack. 14 and 12.
Okay, 14 and 12, I think. Yeah, both hit.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so 10 and 5, 15 damage
Okay. On the first one,
altogether
Cumulative.
for my 2 attacks. How is he looking?
as you do that, you're punching. The last hit seems to knock it down. As it falls to the ground, its body begins to revert somewhat, and like you watch as the fur slowly retracts as it converts back to this humanoid. It looks to be human or maybe a half elf, just covered in like bruises and burn scars. You can knock him down.
Okay.
He's dead.
Okay. Let me make sure of how.
Rest in spaghetti.
Never forgetting. I mean, roar.
Okay.
reuse the
That's your
joke.
best joke of the night.
I've reused it. I did it earlier.
Would you say that I can use flurry of blows on a separate target, or should that still be on the same target?
Same target, just for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm gonna
Or like at least
would run.
adjacent. You know, like
yeah, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9
Yeah.
spaces. I have one more, but I'm gonna stay right here.
yeah, you can get up. You can get right up to the edge of where that ogre is.
I'm trying to get behind him if I can.
Okay. So you zip around after knocking that one down to get over to where the ogre is. Then
This is a bad idea.
I was like, oh gosh, what are
Oh,
you
it's
doing?
the worst idea.
Well, we're gonna have to attack it eventually.
Yeah.
okay, this guy up here in the tree, he is going to see you come up after him, and as you're coming up, try and shoot you in the face with a crossbow bolt.
Am I too close for disadvantage? Because their movement speed of 40 and then climb speed of 30. I know those are independent of
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah. I'm gonna say no, just because like you're on like an awkward tree branch.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not like the
Yeah.
ground. So that is he hits. That's like 20 something, and that'll be not very much damage because they're weak. 5 piercing damage to you.
All right, I revert to human form.
Okay.
Or, well, Goliath
Goliath form.
And
Yeah. Wait.
damage rolls over.
Yeah. So that's 4 damage that rolls over. And I'm partway up this tree. I'm holding on to some branches. Is there? Well, it's a bear. Yeah. I probably weigh about as much as a bear. So yeah. No need to worry
I
about
imagine you
bears.
probably weigh
boys.
pretty less.
Quick question: Is the isn't wild shape sort of like it counts towards your max health? It's not like temporary hit points. Like if
Yeah.
you take 11 damage, you take 11 damage. It's just then you have to revert back to your normal form, which
And
is
then
still minus
any
11
more
damage.
damage
Yeah,
carries
it rolls over. Any excess damage rolls over to your.
It kind of serves as kind of like temporary hit points.
It's essentially 10 HP.
Yeah.
My understanding was that you can only take 10 damage in that form. When you revert, you still have taken 10 damage, but it takes away from what your actual max total is.
My understanding was that whatever was left rolled over. I don't know if that's.
Go
the
ahead and
case.
look it up. Go look that up while I'm doing this,
Yeah.
but keep that in mind.
There's multiple
He's
PhDs
also
on
going to
this
do a
table.
bite
Might
attack
as
on you, which is a 17 to hit,
It hits.
It hits him.
and then that will be
Oh no.
5 piercing damage from the bite attack as it lashes out, and it is right next to you, biting on your forearm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So that's gonna put me at.
Then this guy over here is going to turn, see you moving away a bit, shoot off a crossbow bolt at you. That is a 19.
It hits.
Okay, and then you take 3 damage from that. It's going to run forward and attempt to bite at you, leaping out of the tree as it does, kind of bounding across this open plain. And then that is going to be a nat 20 plus whatever. So
Okay.
For example, if you were,
So when you transform, you assume the beast's hit points and hit dice. When you revert to your normal form, you return to the number of hit points you had before you transformed. However, if you revert as a result of dropping to 0 hit points, any excess damage carries over to your normal form.
Okay.
So it is like what you were saying, not what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Pseudo-temporary hit points. Yeah!
Wow,
with
okay.
more benefits because that's the
I
entire point
rolled,
of the class.
I rolled double dice and got 2 1s, so that is a total of 4 damage from the
That
nat
happened to me
20
too.
in addition. So then he's right up there, he's slashing at you and biting at you. Then this one in the far distance is going to run forward as well. He's going to get all the way up. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. And shoot a crossbow bolt as you as well. That is a 18 to hit.
It hits.
And that is 8 damage from that crossbow bolt.
Oh my.
That's you're the one that's like doing all the damage to, not the other ones. Okay, and then that one's gone. Those 4 guys are gone. Correct. So then now we have the ogre. He sees you get around right behind him, and he's kind of like ponderously like turns around. He's got this gargantuan like club. It looks like a tree trunk basically. He's
So on
holding
top
it.
of the sticky through? Did he have 2 sticks?
No. So the stick he threw was like a tree branch that he'd been like carrying behind his
okay.
back. This is a club he's been holding onto this whole time. So he's gonna pick it up and just go, and just like slam it down in your direction, trying to smash you with it.
And probably miss.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
So you will take numbers, big numbers. 7 plus 4, 11 bludgeoning damage.
That's actually really
As
bad.
it crashes down the ground right where you are, clipping you heavily on the way down.
Rob, how much HP are you doing?
That's his
I'm
turn.
at 21.
21. Okay.
Uranus.
I still have more HP than the ranger.
I have more than both.
So like if I move
Yeah,
it
you do.
all,
I'm gonna
I'm
heal
like,
word.
oh no, that never mind. Just gonna see if I could get it so that that squirrel is in range for Horde Breaker, but nope, not gonna work that way. All right, I'm gonna take my short sword and I'm gonna attack this guy. Actually, first I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on this
Nice.
because I literally only just remembered that I have that.
Classic
Classic
ranger
ranger.
fail.
Yeah.
And so I am going to, so I will attack him with my short sword.
Okay.
And I roll a,
Oh no.
that's a 12.
All right. Okay, that does hit. Yep.
That does hit. Okay, good. I was very worried for a second. All right,
I hit one with a
1d6
12.
is a 1, so plus 3 is 4, but with Hunter's Mark, I get another d6, which is another 1, so 5.
So
We should get a
Don't laugh
dice
at
jail.
me.
4 total or 5 total?
5
4
total.
plus, 5 total.
We should get a dice
So-
jail.
I know.
I'm
Absolutely.
gonna
8.
move
Okay.
that there.
We could probably draw
Okay.
one.
We could.
You're up.
One of my players 3D printed
Anything
one.
else? Nothing else? Clinton, you're next.
Yeah, my bonus action was Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Okay. So my turn. I'm going to grab out my scimitar and try to slash at this beast that's on me.
Okay.
So that is a 19 plus
That'll hit.
6. So yeah,
It's kind of like gnawing on your forearm as you just like wield the scimitar trying to get the other one.
yeah. So that's going to be a 4 plus 3. So that's 7. 7 points of damage. And so that's all the attacks I can do this turn. But seeing Aaron in trouble, I'm going to be like, it's okay, Aaron, everything's going to be all right. And I'm going to cast a...
You wrote it out.
Wait, what?
The accent you.
Oh,
brought
yeah, I
back.
did. Shoot. I'm so used to it. Anyway,
How are you more used to that than your normal speaking voice?
He's been in the city too often. He
yeah, exactly.
hasn't been back to
But
the
I'm
farm in a while.
going to use Healing Word as my bonus action. So if memory serves me right, that's 1d4 plus something.
Sounds
1d4
right.
plus wisdom.
Yeah, so something plus 2. That's going to be 3 points of health to you, which is better than nothing.
Every little bit helps.
It does.
Yeah,
It's better than 0.
Yes, much.
so yeah.
Better than any negative
and
number.
that will end my turn.
Okay. That will be your turn. That were-rat that you just tried to slash at is going to, in retaliation, point his crossbow at you, a point blank, and with disadvantage attempt at you. That's 11, 15.
That is my AC.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Did I ever
Then
get
you
to
will
go last
take.
round?
Huh?
It just occurred to me, I don't know if I went last round.
You're next. You're right after
Okay.
a were-rat.
Yeah.
You went over to the ogre.
Oh, yeah.
So then you take 3 damage from that. Then
okay.
it'll chomp down again on your forearm, or try to anyway.
Okay.
That is nope. That is a 2. So it will hang on, trying to bite you, but not really doing much. Kel, you're up.
Okay. The usual 2 attacks.
Okay.
That's a 7 plus 14 and 25 to hit.
Okay. For the ogre, both will hit.
Okay, so that's
Nice.
16 damage just from those, and then I'm going to spend a key point, do flurry of blows.
Okay.
So that's 2 more attacks. That's 12 plus 7, 19, and 13 to hit.
Both will hit.
Nice.
Sheesh.
Okay, so that's 5 plus 9 is 13 damage.
13 damage.
And then I'm
Goodness.
going to, as my way of the open hand monk thing, force him to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 14, or be knocked prone.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's 11 plus dex, which is -1, so 10.
So he's prone.
Okay. So all those punches just rapid pace. He falls over backwards, crashing into the table and smashing it under his back.
Okay.
He lays there now prone.
All right.
Okay.
So any attacks on him except for ranged attacks have
Yeah,
advantage.
any melee attacks have advantage on him.
Cute.
Okay. This one.
Unfortunately, I go after.
I know.
So
Wait,
this
do I?
guy. This one.
He's gonna get up.
He's gonna shoot off a crossbow bolt at you with disadvantage. 14 and 8 plus 4 is 12.
Nope.
Nice.
So that misses over you, and then he'll attempt to nom on your arm, which
nice.
is a 11.
Nope.
So no. Okay, you managed to duck and weave out of the way. However, this one over here will then shoot off a crossbow bolt at you as well, which is an 18 to hit,
Yep.
and then 4 damage.
All right.
Before closing in to then attempt to bite you. Count it. That is a 20, I believe, or 21. And then you will take,
A gnat? Gnat?
no.
Okay.
And then you'll take 4 damage.
5.
No, 5 damage from that.
Oh boy.
I feel like I end up doing way more damage to you than anyone else.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know why.
Something
there's
about
still
leaving the
them.
ranger alone. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, there's something about having 2 people attacking 1 person.
Yeah.
So the ogre will then slowly get back up to his feet, kind of grumbling as he does, and pull himself out of the wreckage of the table. He's going to swing at you again with his giant great club.
Probably moving up to here.
Yes, getting up to where Cal is. That is a. I can't. It's 12 or 11, but I can't like do it when it's on the edge like that. Dang it! I need to have a better rolling space. 9
We can
plus
scoot. We can scoot it out
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
Let's
Plus-
scoot out.
You can
6, 15.
Miss.
Okay.
Yeah. Scoot it out.
But yes, he swings his giant great club and it smashes in the ground next to you, but it does not make connection.
Yay.
That is his full turn. Then we have Brent at the top.